Hey guys, today this is not Gamer, Astra Moonlight Gamer. Today I thought we'll do some, well, gold mining, so we can get a load of gold. At the moment we got 53 ounces of gold, we got 37,510, but I want to get way more than that when it eventually comes out. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping to get a load more money. Hopefully we can get there slowly and build up our money then. And yeah, in a few weeks, well, in a few days now, we'll be having the leaderboard coming up then to do well, gold mining basically to win the skins then. I don't know why it'd be like, but it's supposed to be really good. Um, but when you do the leaderboard, you can't use cheats or hacks or anything for the game. You gotta play it as fair as possible. No matter how hard it becomes, you just gotta keep doing it and doing it. And the easiest way of doing it, so you don't gotta constantly breaking down all the time with parts all the time, is get the mini wash plant and then get yourself a hose pipe so you can extend it any way you want. And the best thing to do is dig up squares with the most richest parts of the gold and just dig that section out. That'd be the best way of winning, well, getting a little gold. So what we'll do now is I'm just making a cigarette so I can have a fag, and then we can sort out everything, make sure everything's all done, and then we can get straight into some digging for a couple hours. Right, I just gotta go and get my YouTube video up and running so I can see then if anyone comes and comments on me or just wanna see. So I'll move him over there. I do need to make the light brighter. Right, at the moment we have no one watching us for the moment, so that's so I don't mind. So how's my wash plant? It looks all good, just in darkness. So we need to try and get as much gold as possible, as much running all the rock trucks as best as we can. There we go. So now we can we'll just drive over this way. Okay, where the hell did that come from? Oh, we're going the wrong way anyway. And we gotta try and make as much gold as possible ready to pay the bill. Could have rented out a lot of stuff. But if I go bankrupt, that's fine, because all I just do then is restart a fresh save file and just work on it then, and just take my time getting all the dirt out and then go with the wash plant, because now I know how to do it. So yeah, because it's going to cost quite a bit. I'm just going to put Gamer for Life on so I can hear what he's saying. So if you hear Gamer for Life in the background, it's because I'm watching him on his YouTube channel. Right, I'm going, oh shit. And we're going to dig it up a year now. Zoom out a bit so I can see. And hopefully I'll be doing some streaming now on out of hours for the new equipment they've going to be releasing next week. Be starting a full new map, probably be Forest Quarry or which one I decide to go for. And we'll be getting all the new equipment and stuff like that then. But for a moment, we'll be just digging by here to get as much gold as possible, and hopefully that the new Gold Mining Simulator 2 will be released really soon, or even the beta test, so I can try it all out, try out the new machines, the tractors, the excavators, everything, to see what it's really like. And I will be doing some streaming if we can get it going. I want to see how much it'll cost him. It don't look a lot, is it, left, but it is quite a bit still left. Oh shit. I almost fucking crossed. Went over the edge. It should take about two, maybe, well, probably about 3 trailer loads. I think I might go and order some lights. Order some lights then so we can put them by the wash plant then. Need some wires. Right, let me get my vehicle. Get some of these cables in here. Just when it goes dark, we'll see what we're doing. can dig the rest of this up. Let's see what he says.
Sorry, actually, my Microsoft stuff, I didn't know it was switched off, but, hey, how are you? Good. Well, I fixed my problem, and now I'm getting gold by the fucking bucket.
You know.
I went back to a previous save file I had, just so I could fix the problem. And now I have. As you can see, I've got the car on it. Thing is, if you never told me about that one car, I think I would still be stuck. I'd still be stuck to where I was. So, all thanks to you, I'm still
That's what brothers do. Exactly out.
That's why I said thank you. And I gotta admit, man, you really gotta get yourself this big excavator because it fills up the rock loader within 2 scoops, maybe 3 scoops. Might even be a little bit more. But it's better than the other excavator.
Thing is, it's too expensive to rent all the time.
I had it before, it was just, no, well, I get more, yeah, that's true. I'm only using it because the other one wasn't really doing much. It was taking me just to fill up
No, I fucking don't.
the rock over. But now it's filling up with users and I'm getting gold by the fucking bucket. I mean, I'm getting shit tons of gold. I just found...
What, 140?
I found like 30 something like I'm fucking nugget. It was fucking huge. That's good. You need to make 400 a day. Yeah, I know. I've made 114 so far. I just want to try and make enough money just so I can cover myself for the day, so I can get the myself the water tower. I need that water tower, especially for summer.
Well, hopefully you know what you're doing, Mark. Because I don't think you do. in case you are listening to my stream, I just want to make sure you understand that the amount of stuff you have rented out, and I see it on on your games, on your stream, so I know exactly how much it looks like. And if you do not do it, because it is actually up our state, and you only have 1 day to summer, and you really want to make that 400 ounces before, well, before midnight, because if you do it, it is going to take all that money you got anyway, and probably take half of your equipment back too. So you really want to make sure you got 400 ounces or even 500 for that fact, because it looks like you will need it badly. What I probably would have done is got rid of that yellow tractor for the time being, and got rid of all the other stuff and just concentrate on concentrate on using the mini wash plant. And then like I said, just buy a few bits at a time and you would have been okay. But because you wanted the wash plant, and yeah, you might make a lot of gold now for the moment, but when you start hitting the crappy part, you won't get much gold, so you'll need to work twice as hard, and you'd have to work through the day and night to get that ounce of gold then, because as soon as our first payment takes out a lot of that gold, well, all that money you got now, you'll be screwed then, because you'll be way over the limit then of owing a lot of money, or you won't even have to pay the money because you'll have all your equipment taken from you. So that's why I would have said I wouldn't have bothered to buy all fancy stuff until you had enough money then. Because it's at our stage in the night, that is. So you only got a few more hours before, well, basically before it takes all your money. So you really want to find a way of getting 4 or 5 ounces, 500 ounces before that time it runs out. That's why I'm also quite screwed as well, because I only got 53 ounces of gold, and I only got 36,000, and I know it'll cost way more than that, and they'll end up taking everything anyway. So if they do, I'm screwed myself. And you can't even stop the timer, because it'll still run even if you got it on 1 time. They'll still take it. It'll just take longer, but you'll need to make 400 ounces in order to spend it either, and then smell. Then hopefully you can make exactly 400 ounces. So that should give you probably about 300,000 then, or even less than that, because I don't even know how much it is. That's why I'm sort of trying to dig all the gold areas and
Stand back, relax, and watch how much gold I'll be back in a minute.
you really hope that is true, Mark. Oh, the time is going up slowly.
know I need to make 400 ounces before the night, but like you said, I ran out of time. I have got some gold though in the van. I've also got some gold already smelted. So it's a matter of trying to see if there's, you know, if I can work. Then I'll start to try and do what I can. I know I ran out of time.
Let's turn it all off.
You want to make 20 ounces for a fucking now. That's the work coming to. All night long. Like 70
More than that. It's actually way more fucking grown. That's why I'm losing fucking money all the time. this video is not telling me the truth. Running to some
Welcome to the live, and I hope you're having a lovely day. If you don't know what's going on at the moment, it's crashing my boat. See on the server. I will say though guys, if you are enjoying the live so far, please hit the like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to turn your notifications on so you get notified when my videos get uploaded first. Really guys, I am trying my hardest here to try and meet the ball that I need to meet. But I had the other jig, I would be making a lot more guys.
chicken buckets where I needed them. That's why I didn't get a lot of gold. I am so gonna be fucking screwed. Well, I might not, depending on if I make another load of gold. You could probably make it both. Alright, let's go back and switch the generator back on. We're gonna get rid of these generators. someone's fucking goal. So stupid. No, I wouldn't. Oh, you fucking did. Holy shit, he's going bankrupt.
That's the one I think I've just scraped the bottom of the skin of my teeth.
You're right.
Yeah, me too. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's not going to cost no more than 118,000.
They'll eat it all. That's what I'll do now. Find the photos and is the rent for like 3,000, so probably about 63,000. Not too bad.
Minus 81,235. And I'm minus 12,000.
12,000. Not bad.
Well, I must have had enough for everything, but I mean, I'm moving for on my 12,000, but I can get that back.
For the moment. So, looks like you need to keep making 200 ounces a day to keep
I had enough.
and I need to make 150 ounces a day.
Basically, yeah.
So basically about it, you have or you haven't.
I just hope that no parts break between now and then.
Yeah, me too.
most people are from.
So it looks like you can make 150 ounces a day to keep it going, well, to keep my business going. And anything extra is good bonus. Lucky enough, I bought most of it outright, so that's one good thing. I'll need to next clean out now. I'll have to do it on the bottom now to do the digging hole, move it now, and dig all underneath it so I can get rid of all this. So there's probably a couple 100 ounces underground. So when I've emptied this now, I'll move it in so it makes it easier. Like I got 53 ounces, so that should cover at least the first payment anyway.
I know afternoon. I know when I start getting loads of gold and I start getting things coming in. I'm gonna start buying stuff outright, just like you did. I think I'd have to make more than 200 pounds per day just to keep me going. I think I'd have to make at least 300 ounces of gold. Because 200 ounces would outweigh
Your bills.
with all the renting and all that, but then it would mean money for life or pay and stuff. But I've got the water tower now anyway. If I never bought the water tower, I would have been fine. I would have been in debt. But I need water tower like I find out with this thing is that it tries to show you on how to manage your money in game and
I fucking go.
not to look crazy. It shows you how to manage gold, how to look for gold, how to monitor gold, how to plan it, how to go through a walk around. It shows you everything you need to know. That's why this game I was being There's some people out there, they got 170 over 60, and they probably are a lot high end stuff, and the rental sector is shut. But that's just the way of life.
Might as well just bring more fucking steam. So we haven't got to keep bloody messaging over there, because I fucking hate messaging over that fucking chat. It's not by fucking bringing over the fucking chat, is it?
Hello?
Oh shit, that's loud. Right, speak again now.
Hello?
Yeah, not that loud. Right, try again. Oh, I can't fucking hear you now.
So now?
Oh, now I can. Right, that'll do. Yeah, only rang you on Steam was because I couldn't be asked to keep typing.
Right.
It makes it easier just to talk to you over the headset than over bloody YouTube chat.
Right.
I reckon they should add a voice chat on it. It'd make it so much
Yeah.
easier.
They should.
Yeah, well, my, like I said just now, my one is 63,000, right? I got 36,000 in money and I got 53 ounces of gold. And my time is at 7:48 p.m.
Well, mine is, I'm in debt by
But you
12,204.
can get all that back.
That was only because I bought the water tower.
Yeah, but the thing is, you need the water tower anyway because
Exactly.
when you're now
And I
in
need-
summer now.
And no, but now I fixed my problem with the gold. Fuck me, I'm making shit ton of it now.
Yeah.
Like I found a 36 ounce gold nugget not long ago.
Yeah, you will. But if you didn't have the nugget gold thing on there, then you wouldn't have had that 30 ounce of gold then if you didn't have the nugget thing on it. But you get that in real life anyway, but not very often.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be ending my live now, so I can play it properly with you.
Oh well.
Because otherwise I got to keep turning my head all the time, and I got to keep closing down the window so I can get over to OBS. So just give me a sec, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, guys, I've got to end my live due to technical issues, so I'll be starting my live back up now tomorrow. So I apologise for the inconvenience, and I will see you now tomorrow on my next live. Good night, sweet dreams, and God bless all. There you go, my live has ended.
Oh, come on, you stupid tractor.
Well, I went on there, right, and I went onto YouTube because I was going to sort, because for some reason the colour ratio of my OBS is playing up.
Yeah.
So I went onto YouTube, and I had this message. That somebody, a message on YouTube of someone saying, well, not saying, but reacting to the message that I put on their video.
Right.
And they said, I don't know, they just basically put it out, did they? So they made me being an idiot, thinking that they replied to my video. I said, thank you.
Yeah.
And when I realised afterwards, it wasn't my video, it was their video.
Okay.
It was a young woman, basically she's got cats.
Yeah.
And I said that everybody loves cats.
Well, yeah.
That was my that was my answer to him.
Yeah.
And Vicky thought I was talking to some, did you?
Oh, bloody.
What, babe?
I was
Oh, wait. And I've subscribed to over 2,000 people nearly.
Yep.
And I've liked most of their videos that I've watched. And Leon goes, I'm following over 2,000 to 3,000 people, and I don't always get their notifications. Of course, you're going to get their notification if they're going live.
Yeah, you
Put
will.
them on your phone.
As soon as you subscribe to the channel and like the videos,
Oh,
mostly
Disney,
just
what was that?
subscribe
Disney
it.
Snow White is releasing a new film.
Yeah, it's in
No, they don't. They're releasing a new film.
Yeah, live action.
No, this one is another one.
Oh, right.
This is number 2.
Oh,
But it's going to be starting production soon, and they're going to be releasing the first trailer of it in about 6 months' time, which is stupid. It takes about five buckets, 5 excavator buckets full to fill up the rock loader.
Yeah. It's like this tractor might be slower digging, but I bought this tractor outright, so it's not costing me nothing then to run it all the time.
No.
So, but if I went and ordered a bigger one, it might be good to use to dig, because it is good to use, but it just would cost too much, and with my rental, with other stuff, and that's why I won't buy it. I'd rather just buy it outright, because at least then I know I'm making money then, I'm not losing a lot of money then.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the moment, I am losing a lot of money because of where I got to rent all the other equipment, but hopefully when I can make it, well, up to a couple 100,000, then I'll be okay then, because I can start buying other parts and for my wash plant then.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment now, I'm sort of digging the front now. I've tried to dig the top, but you can't never dig the bottom end, so I just drove down on the bottom end now. So I'm sort of trying to dig it, but it's a lot fucking harder because it's still higher than my bloody tractor is. And then when you try and dig from the, lift the bucket up.
You still using the mini wash plant as well?
Yeah. Oh, the mini wash plant. No, I'm not
Yeah.
using that. I've got it, but I'm not using it at the moment because I don't have all the stuff I need to run it then. And it'd be pointless trying to run that and the wash plant at the same time. And the wash plant, it don't take long to fill up because I only run in, basically I only run in a small wash in anyway. So I'm getting, most likely I'm getting about 50 odd ounces off it every single time. And if I hit a good gold pocket, then I'm getting way more then. But
Exactly. What I'm going to do now in a minute, because I need the money to get myself out of the miners thing, I know my mats and everything are not full, but because I'm afraid that something's going to break, I need to basically sort out the mats and everything, put new mats on, put the other mats up so that I can try and get some money.
So what do you mean then? Because I'm really confused.
Well, you know the mod mats?
Well, the mod map.
No,
The mod
the mats that
menu.
have the mats that have the gold on
Yeah.
for the hog pan.
Oh,
I've
right.
got to take them off.
Right. And then clean them and then get the
I need to clean them so I can make a bit of money
Go for it.
on them. So
You're not doing nothing wrong with it. You're just basically taking the gold from it, even if it's not full.
I've changed the mats over anyway.
Well, there you go.
Like I've got eight of the small mats. So when the one mats are done, I take them off, put the other ones on.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do is just keep changing them regular then, and then you'll get gold off the hog pan, because it usually probably fills up a lot faster anyway than the other one. So you can get that. The one you want to look into buying eventually is a second, the upgrade version to the jig.
Yeah.
Because the second one is actually better than the other jig, and you'll get twice as more gold then than the other one.
Yeah.
But you never guess what I fucking did. I switched my old wash plant on. I posted it. I poured the dirt in. Didn't think of nothing. And then I went down to clean all the mats and everything. They were fine. But then when I went to the jig, then I thought, why is it no gold there or dirt? I only forgot to put the blade buckets there. So I only made I only made 3 buckets of dirt then instead. And and I also you didn't tell me that there were sloughs with the grids needed 4, not 3. You told me it was only 3, and it wasn't. It was actually 4.
Oh yeah.
So I sort of kept losing. I was basically not losing anything, but it was just I was actually losing a lot of gold then, because it was running straight through and then being washed out. But I put it in and I set that back up, put the buckets back in, and now I can see then if I make a bit more better gold then.
Yeah.
But I think that orange beast is going to be really, really good to use, but it's going to be very difficult to put it all together.
You reckon?
Oh yes. Because you got to put the actual shaker inside the bracket before putting it on the actual bracket inside the shaker, and then you got to place 2 massive long length sluices as well on top inside as well. It might be easy, it might be super difficult, but hopefully it'll be good. I'm sort of hoping that they don't make us fucking make a new save file and use our normal game then, because I really wouldn't want to be starting a full fresh one for the bloody game.
Do you know what it says about the gold? You gotta make the gold.
Make it,
you've also got to keep the gold. That's what somebody was saying on YouTube last night. When the leaderboard restarts, you have to keep the gold, not sell it.
So you're supposed to
magnesium.
No, you're supposed to buy parts and pay for your fuel if you can't sell your gold, because you'll need to sell the gold to make money.
Apparently you do. All you need to do is sell the magnesium basically.
But you can't sell that stuff.
You can.
You can't.
Yes, you can. But I'm selling it right now.
How can you sell it? You can only sell it for using the upgrade. You can't physically sell it for.
Yes, you can. You put in the blacksmith. You got the smelt. You got smelt upgrade, sell magnesium, and sell gold ores.
All right.
And I've just sold 3,000 ounces of it for 26,741. Because it's not as valuable as gold, that's why it sells less.
Right.
Like I'm selling magnesium price, so per ounce is $7.37 per ounce, basically.
But yeah, even though when you can sell that stuff, that's fine. But then with the time you'll need it and to upgrade and to get better, like for smelting your gold and stuff, is fine. But I think personally, whoever told you that on YouTube is wrong, because it'd be no way you do a leaderboard and not sell all your gold as well. I think personally, I think when you get the gold, it registers on the leaderboard, so then they know exactly how much gold you've actually picked up from inside the game, and so when you sell it, it still recognizes how much you've had.
Basically, if they said that you have to basically that you could use your own map that you're using, the gold you've already earned on it won't register.
Yeah, the gold you got now wouldn't register anyway. You'd have to get all new gold. But even if you got to start the first one, that's fine. But I don't really believe that you can't sell your gold, because
I didn't believe it.
No.
I don't believe it, because
what I'll do is I'll go on Discord and I'll message one of the devs and see if they'll reply back to me, and I'll ask them, can you still sell your gold even though when you're in the leaderboard, doing the leaderboard game? And if they say no, you don't need to keep the gold, then whoever told you that is a fucking idiot.
Basically. Because I don't believe for a second that you can't sell your gold. Because if you can't sell your gold, then like you said, how are you supposed to make stuff?
Exactly. Because you'll need the magnet one to upgrade your upgrades anyway. So
Yeah.
by the time you save up that amount of it, because you need over 2,000 every single time then to upgrade your to basically max them out. And then as soon as you've done that, then you still would need the gold then to buy like your fuel and your parts anyway. So that's why I can understand why you'd have to keep your gold but sell the other stuff, but you still won't make the money to pay for anything, because it'd be you'd be in a lot more debt then, and you won't be earning no gold then at all.
Well, I've just got myself out of debt anyway. I mean, I've got $15,033 money at the moment.
Gold simulator. No, I need to can you see it? You even holy shit, that's fucking awesome. So in just mine, right, a full bucket, right, of the orange beast, and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 ounce of gold out of there, but nuggets.
Oh, bloody hell.
There's a count in the game to your right size of the main menu. Look, about 10 days today. Someone's riding in the bloody motorbike. Leaderboard 38 coming up soon. Are we all ready to get digging, starting, getting warm up, practicing your thing, and tune up their digging skills? let's see if anyone messages me back about if we can sell the gold or do we have to keep it.
Mm.
Because the thing is, they don't really tell you much online about the actual leaderboard.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Because they only set up like 2 years ago, I think. 2 or 3 years ago, I think it was. They said they did it because they wanted the game to become more interesting instead of being basically boring. Because as long as, if it says you gotta keep your gold, they ain't even bothering with the leaderboard because it'd be impossible to even do it. But I got a feeling you will be available to sell your gold, because if you don't sell your gold, then you're not going to even buy anything. But I think every single time you get a gold and you basically sell it at the blacksmith, it automatically goes up on the leaderboard then to say exactly how much you've earned then. That's why I think it works. How it
Yeah.
works. But yeah, my dig site is going really well. I've sort of dug quite a lot out from the front.
Yeah.
Because what I'm basically doing is I'm digging from the front, but keep digging backwards every single time. So eventually then all that one area will be completely cleared then. And then
Yeah,
I'll have a little
it's
bit
like
left.
with my dig site, I've basically got the big excavator and I'm basically on the side just digging out as much as I can from the one bit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I didn't get bed right till 7 o'clock this morning because I was watching that prison program. I got so fucking glued into it because I wanted to find out why well, basically escaped from prison, but it turned out it was so she can kill her kid who killed her daughter, not her son, and now she's the top dog now of the prison.
Mm.
And then they just had a riot and they're now burning a load of bedding and everything. And she says, well, I can pull all this away now and get everyone back in, but they got to bring back everything, allowing them to smoke and have the TVs back and everything. And then she turned around and said that I run this prison, not you, because that's what she said to the guard and the manager of the place. And but it turns out that the one who's at the new not the guard, I can't think of what they call them, not screw, no, not screw, the screws are the guards. What?
The warden.
Yeah, the warden. She says to the warden, she runs the place now. But it turns out that the warden, when she was a guard in this other prison, she had a relationship with one of the prisoners in there, and because the kid had a baby, and one of the social workers who took the baby.
Now with her, I'm not going to tell you much about it, right? But let's just say she's a baddie.
I guess that when, because she's trying to get rid of Jackson in there because he was the one who removed the baby from the other prison. I don't think he can remember doing it, but he was a social worker.
Yeah. But she's the baddie, she's the one that's...
I'm on season 3 now.
Oh, season 3. It does get way better, that doesn't
Season
it?
3, episode 2.
It's really good. I might start watching that again myself.
I'm watching it on a movie app called, I'll tell you now what it's called. It's called GOOJARA.TO.
No, we don't have to worry about watching on again because we own every single one of them on Amazon.
Yeah, when I went on Amazon, they've all been removed.
They've been removed.
Yeah, you can't watch them in the UK anymore for some reason. I went on to try and watch the first series, and it came up and said, well, I'll basically tell exactly what it says now.
Because we paid money for it, so it'd be in our library.
It should be, but they'd be removed. I don't know what they say. Oh, the crowd is on there now. Season, well, you got, now it says I got fucking pay for it now. But it says available to buy, but you can't, like, watch it for free, basically.
Right, yeah.
But they got up to season 9 on there, they have.
Let's just say, I reckon you're going to love the ending
Oh, yeah.
of the last season.
I really hope they make more series of it because I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm enjoying it now.
I'm not going to tell you anything about it, don't worry.
I knew something was odd with the warden because of the way she's acting, really strange she is.
I know she does try and kill B.
Oh, yeah. Because she tried to get, I can't believe she went and got that guy killed by a van. But luckily enough, he survived. But he's in recovery now, learning to walk again. The other one, I can't think of her name, the one who was the first head then. Yeah.
Are you looking for a chest of drawer?
Not at the moment, why?
It's got 6 drawers, big drawers, deep, and you can use it as a you can use it as a unit for putting like a telly on or whatever. PC
Thing is,
whatever.
I would have it, but I just got no way of going to get it.
Yeah, but the only problem because I don't want Craig coming here.
Well, no.
We'd be the only one you could ask, but I don't want him here.
He wouldn't do it anyway, even if I did. If he did say, yeah, okay, I could ask him, but he wouldn't do it anyway. Just put it on Facebook or something, give it in good nick, and see if anyone will want to buy it, or I'll give it away for free.
No, we're giving it away for free anyway.
Alright, well, put it on Facebook and see if anyone wants it. Alright. But yeah, hopefully next week now, if everything goes well with the new update, we'll probably be back on that game then. Back out on Out of Order, but the new, and it turns out you will be able to still do that trick where you put stuff inside the whereabouts by driving over them, because they got drivable rails over the top of it now, where you'll be able to place them down on there and make just a long one then. But I think I'm going to, I seen some other, well, another player playing the game, and he sort of used a map called Flat Quarry, the one you were playing originally before you started a new map. And what he sort of did was he bought a load of blocks, built up like a doorway, but quite a big sized doorway, and then made a ramp going, and then he kept digging all the way down, and then he put a mesh then all on the sides of, well, all on the roof, well, on the top of the roof part, so it doesn't cave in on you. And then he just kept digging, well, basically just went down so far and then just digged all the way around it then, so he was getting all the materials, all the iron, copper, and whatever else he could pick up from down there.
Mhm.
And then he put his wash plant then down on the bottom, but he also had one well, in the actual cave he was making. So he was sort of doing the digging underground, but then he had his actual workplace then up on top. Then he built like a foundation. He put some walls down and everything, so he could sort of mine everything down really. But it looked really good.
Mhm.
So I might look into building something like that then. But the new rebuilds and the new wash plant and everything, oh my god, it looks amazing. I'm glad I waited that long for it.
Like that.
That's the only thing I can't do with this bloody dumper truck is bloody put stuff in the back of it. When the tractor is exactly the same height as the front with a rock truck, it makes it so much harder to put stuff in it. You got to basically literally move it away from you enough just so you can pour stuff into it then. I'm hoping, even if I don't make the money to buy the orange bees through this ground, because by the time you probably get through all this ground, you probably make probably a couple 100,000. But but if to buy the orange bees, you're talking about like 5 million. So that means you'd have to basically open up another new area to get that amount of money then. So you won't get it in this area. Because by looking at the size and well, the size of it, you probably get probably a million out of it, the highest amount I reckon you'll get. For anything else, like say 5 or something like that, I think you'd be more likely to open up the other cuts then, but go for the next cheapest one and then just buy it outright then. At least then everything you pay for then, all the gold you get out then will be yours and not the other person's and who you're renting it off.
Mm.
Because that's the only other issue, is because we're renting this plot, we've always got to keep giving, well, basically Arnold then a massive percentage and of every inch of gold you get then, until you can buy it yourself then.
Yeah, which is going to take ages.
Oh yes. And for this one it will cost you 600,000 to buy it outright.
Oh.
So if you even could get 600,000, great. Because like you can see, you can get 200,000 just keep digging the mound of dirt in here. So I reckon you could probably get 200,000, well 600,000, and you still probably have enough then to even buy another area when you've dug it all out and there's nothing left in there. And then you just move all the equipment then to the other one then.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you stupid bucket. I reckon probably in about 3, maybe 4 months, I reckon we should have this almost cleared out.
Yeah. That's what the plan's going to be anyway.
But the only problem now is that when we do this leaderboard and we got to start a new one, it overrides the other one.
If you do a manual save, it doesn't oversave it.
No.
as if you do a manual save.
That's what I'm hoping, that when they do it, it'll allow us, before we load up the game, it will allow us to do the leaderboard as well as use the original save then, so I haven't got to start from the beginning then, because it takes fucking ages to get through that far.
Exactly.
It's like half of where I was looking at basically the last season, right? Everyone were getting around about 800,000 ounces of gold out of this, out of all of the sites.
How long does the leaderboard last for?
A month.
Right.
Well, I think it lasts a month, or it might last a little bit longer, depending on how many days they are saying they're going to add to it. Then, because the last one they said it was leaderboard and it was season 37. So the next one should be season 8. Well, season 38. I mean, not that way. So it must go. It could go for a month, or it might go longer.
Good luck on you.
Because when I was looking at the time down, it was like 36 days, or something like that. So I think it's like it gets reset then every day anyway.
Fucking hell, I didn't even know that was the time.
What?
It's like, I just don't need to, it's nearly 9 o'clock.
Nearly 9 o'clock, yeah.
I
Time-
didn't even fucking realise the time.
The time flies when you're playing games and having fun.
Yeah. And even fucking tablets to take, you gotta make sure that you can take them. Because I always take my tablets before, well, normally before 8.
Yeah.
This time, I've been late. I hate different tablets.
But I can't swallow one.
So you can't swallow, can you?
Nope. I can only sort of break them down or crush them. Like the capsule ones, I can swallow no problem because it's small, but anything big, I can't swallow them.
Oh, but if you said anything big you can't swallow. Sorry, Mark, I'm just trying to break the ice a bit.
Break what ice?
No, it's a saying. I was trying to crack a joke.
Oh, you were cracking a joke, was you?
Instead of cracking jokes, I was cracking eggs.
How many you want to go for we read here? Give me 2 seconds, I'll be there then. Damn dog, Evan's downstairs, she comes up here to bug me.
Maybe I was sent up, but
Hey Mark,
Yeah.
you know when Alice told me you had to get passports, didn't you?
What?
You had to get passports for Ethan to go on holiday.
No, Ethan's already got a passport. No?
Right, and
No,
how did he get his?
Well, they didn't have mine or Lisa's birth certificate.
Right.
They just got him one.
Yeah, but how would he got him one if, because you got to give him permission, because our social workers asking for, Ella's mother's birth certificate, right, and mine and Ella's, right, but what everyone's saying is, why do they need Ella's mother's
Right.
one?
Now this is where arguments always comes into things, right? Because I know from past experience that the only way that they would ask you for your mother's birth certificate or your father's birth certificate, and that's if you were getting one.
Right.
Remember Mum lent it to you because you knew you needed it?
Yeah, that was to get married, that was.
Yeah. Well, with us, me and Vicky, I had to have Mum's birth certificate, and Vicky had to have her Mum's birth certificate. Because I said I wasn't in touch with my father, they didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But where the argument comes into it is that social services don't need they don't need my mum's birth certificate or dad's birth certificate. They only need mine and Lisa's.
Right.
It's the only ones they need. They don't need anyone else's.
No.
So I don't know what your social worker's fucking doing.
Or me. Because
I would-
Ella's father just phoned, his sort of, the one who's looking after Haley May and Phoebe Anthony's kids, right?
Yeah.
And she even said they don't need your
don't.
mother's
The
birth
only way
certificate
that they
anyway.
would need the birth certificates, and that's if they need to change the kid's name.
Yeah.
So
Unless that's
I
what
would-
they're trying to do.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. Don't even attempt to do it, Matt. I wouldn't.
Well, I'm not planning. Well, Ella's father's not giving it out anyway. He said
Okay.
no, so I'm just hoping that Kesan don't go
Well, Ethan-
mad with us, and because we're not.
Ethan's already well, they're getting Ethan a passport, and if they come and ask me for my birth certificate, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Well, they can anyway. I don't have it. I don't have my birth certificate. The passport office do.
Because I know the only way they can get your birth certificate, even if you said no to them, the only way they could get it would be if they went to court then and got a junction order against it to say that we need it and we want it now. They could do it that way. But with Ella's mother's one, I really don't get that one
No,
bit.
they would have to have the death certificate.
So the only other reason that could be why they want it for is so they can change
Change the name.
Kezan's surname.
Yeah.
And then what I don't get is why would they need to change the surname?
No, maybe they're not. Maybe it's not social services that's trying to change the name.
So it would be wanting to change because it was social services who
Foster
asked for
family.
it. But then
Foster
foster
family.
parents can't do it anyway. They got no much of right to do that.
The only other option I can think of is as Karasan asked for the name to be changed, but I don't think she would do that.
No, she likes being called Challenger Holcomb, but me and her have decided to go and have her name changed anyway from Holcomb to Challenger anyway. Because I don't
Yeah,
want
but if I
Kezan
get
as a
that
Challenger
right,
Holcomb at all.
But if I get that right, the child would have to wait until they reach 16 or 18 before they could have it changed.
Well, that's only if she asks for it, but if we want it done, we don't need to wait because we're parents, we can do it.
I thought that was Ethan until I found out I didn't have the rights to do it.
That's
wanted
only if
to-
you signed the whole rights over to social services, then yeah,
Well,
you
that's the
wouldn't have
thing.
no
The social
rights.
services turned around and said to me that they could never have full parental rights over
No,
the child.
they only got
we would still have it even if we
yeah,
tried
they'd
it over.
only have 50% of Ethan because they got 50% of Karasan as well.
Yeah.
That's why you said
Like,
that
I've
if they
already
wanted
said that I
to,
don't want Ethan going abroad.
no. But if they wanted anything off Karasan, then basically like a passport or anything major, then they'd have to come to us anyway.
Yeah. Like Lisa's already refused access to birth certificate, and I'm going to be refusing it. I don't want Ethan having a passport. You can't even be trusted with fucking TVs, mobile phones, computers.
Exactly.
He breaks them. What makes it he's going to look after a passport? Too fucking young anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, her father won't give it out anyway is a good thing,
Yeah.
really.
But
So at
that's
least
the
then
only
they
other
can't do
reason I
nothing.
can think of is that they want to change the name. But like he said, they don't have the rights to do that.
Well, they couldn't, even if they went to court or wherever and said they wanted to change Kazan's surname, they couldn't without our permission. And we would, if they were going to give us like letters to sign, I'd make sure I took them to a fucking solicitor before I even signed anything.
Yeah.
To make sure I'm not
But
I'm
when
not
did
getting
you
caught
next
the
got
second time.
contact with Kazan?
What?
When did you next got contact with her?
Not till next month.
Well, I wouldn't worry over it about too much. I'd wait until you go to see Kazan and then you can speak to Kazan and see what she thinks of it.
Well, they're all saying it's for a passport, so the foster parents can take all the foster kids and to
Yeah,
Spain
but like you,
or
like
anywhere
I said,
really.
Like I said, they don't need Ella's dad's birth certificate or even Mo's birth certificate.
No. Like even when I was in foster care, Mum never had to give me her birth certificate to get my passport. I just went to the passport office and registered for one.
No.
So that's why I couldn't really understand how they're asking for us to do it.
What
When
about doing some research on it for Google?
I
You
did.
know,
They saying it's to do with something about the year of the date, I think they were saying, and it was about what was it? It was also about that if they are in a certain month, they can something about British citizen, or you call it damn
Citizenship.
fucking name.
Yeah, citizenship. Yes.
Yeah, to say that she
Oh.
lives in the UK, basically, and that's why they usually have the mother's name, but
asking
I don't know
asking
what's
for
fucking.
the mother's parents' name, birth certificate. That sounds fucking dodgy, doesn't it?
But they don't even want Ella's father's birth certificate. It's only, well, Ella's mother's birth certificate they want anyway.
Yeah.
It's not her father they want, it's just Ella's mother, Mo's birth certificate then, and her death one as well.
Yeah, but you can see that
It
sounds,
is odd.
to me, that sounds dodgy.
That's why I said to her, even Ella said it's a bit dodgy why they would ask that when, well, not being asked her, she's dead anyway, so that
So
should
you're
make,
you're basically speaking the truth.
well, yeah, so I really don't understand why Haley needs that when they got, all they need is mine and Ella's birth certificate because we are fucking parents, no one else is.
Exactly. Something just doesn't sound right with it, that's all.
Hell no. Well, she's going from the passport office anyway to find out why we gotta give her mum's birth certificate. If they say they don't, then we're not giving it to her anyway, and then we're going to phone Haley then and find out what the hell's going on.
Yeah. I would definitely find out, get some more information on it.
He also has said to us not to give it to him because he thinks it could be because social services want to change Kazan's surname. That's the only other reason why they would want it
Well,
for.
if it's the case then, I'm not giving it to her.
I wasn't planning to give it to him anyway. But then I don't understand why they would need a mother's birth certificate anyway to change the surname, because all they need is yours and mine anyway to change the actual surname anyway.
Yeah, they would.
Because we are her parents, not your mum, not being asked or anything, but they don't need your mum's birth certificate. It'd be more like yours and mine. And then they'd have to go to Deepole then to change it, I imagine.
That's how it normally would work.
Exactly. God, this world is getting more weird every single time.
No, me personally, I think the social services fucking system is going to the dogs.
Oh yeah.
Please stop it. You're hungry. Like I just said to Mark, right? You,
Hi,
I don't mind giving her the permission to go, but obviously, why do they need my mother's birth certificate and my marriage certificate, right? When I haven't changed my name, it's only Matt that have changed his name. And Kerasan's got, Kerasan's got both surnames.
That to me, because like I said, to me, it sounds fucking dodgy.
But this is what I'm saying is that Hayley have rung me and told me to ask for permission for Sharon to go and get her passport to take her away in the future. Which I've got no qualms about Sharon taking her away. But and I haven't got no qualms providing mine, Matt's, and my marriage certificate. But
yeah, but do you know what I think of all this? I think personally the foster family, whoever they think they are trying to take control of everything that you and Matt can't do. You know what I mean?
like
They're trying to control the situation.
we
Take
don't
them up abroad and all that.
like I said, is I know that social services to take kids abroad anyway, because Matt dad had done, didn't he? He got up to Spain, so I knew that she was going to be taken to abroad anyway. But I didn't know that that they wanted her passport this early. But she has been with them over 2 years now, mind.
No offense, Al, but I would never trust anybody to take my kids abroad. No matter how good they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't be giving my permission for these fellas to go on.
But
They want to take them on holiday. I won't allow it.
But like I said, it's obviously, like this is obviously me and you differ. Obviously, I know she won't go abroad. That's why I said, me and Matt have said yes, because obviously the thing is, even if the school takes her on trips, she's going to need her passport anyway.
Exactly.
Because sometimes they take them abroad to like go skiing and Disneyland Paris and things like that anyway.
Yeah.
So she's going to need it anyway, just in case she does go on school trips. But the thing is, those social services can't do a lot because they got to have mine and Matt's permission, because they've only got half parental rights.
Yeah, and did you know, I think Matthew said this to me not long ago, and I've also heard of other people. Do you know if you and Matthew refused to do what they asked,
Yeah.
they can actually just go around you straight to court, get the permission, and they can get them the passport, take them on all day anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
So either way, it works both ways for them.
But this is what I'm saying is, like, yeah, obviously I've got access to mine anyway. They're all together. I've got access to Mum's. But I do what, like I said, it's even though I've got Mum's marriage certificate and birth certificate here, the only thing I haven't got is her death certificate. But I thought I was doing right by asking Dad's permission first.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, and he found out that they had Mum's birth certificate, they'd be hell let loose to play. And I don't do decisions without asking Dad's or somebody else's opinions first.
Exactly. That's why I told Matthew not to give any birth certificates over at all.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring you in the morning and check to see whether is the ICC has got to go, because I don't want to know when near this house. Because she told me she'd come and pick him up. Either what?
What did you say then about the ice something?
Right, Hayley have said, I'm sure Hayley said that she would come and pick them up, or if not, I got to take them to the ICC, which is the children's, Heart of the Children's Valley Centre in Blaina.
That's right. You know, I was lost for words then when you said that.
There's an ICC down in Newport, where it's a theatre.
Yeah.
But this is up in Blaina. So I'm going to ring Hayley in the morning.
I would definitely though get as much information as you can on why they won the birth certificate in the first place.
But I spoke.
And I would do everything you can. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, but I did speak to Sophie, and Sophie had gone through it with her son, because her son is obviously Alex. She does get to see, but I don't know whether he's adopted or fostered. But obviously I did speak to Sophie, and Sophie said she done it like late 2020s, and
Yeah.
she said that she had to provide her mother's and father's birth and death certificates, and obviously her own. But she had to
Yeah,
prove.
but I've never known any social worker, whatever you want to call them, to ask for the parents' birth certificates. I've never known that.
This is what I'm saying, and my father has spoke to three different people now. He spoke to Anthony, and Sophie explained it to me what she done, even though it's not the same situation, but she's gone through it. He spoke to my auntie and uncle, so obviously because their kids have had their kids' passports and not asked for Kerry and Neil's birth certificate, which is the grandparents to the kids. And we asked Dion and Ellen, which obviously they've been through it, but not recently. They've been through it, but not recent then. And they've never heard about it. social services asking for the grandmother's birth
But they've always
certificate.
said exactly what I'd say and what Matthew had said.
But everybody have told them no anyway.
Yeah. So you can, that's all you continuously can do is say no.
Yeah.
But they don't have the rights to be asking you for any kind of birth certificate of whoever, because no offence to your mum and no offence to your dad, but when it comes to this case, they're not really part of it.
No.
They are and they ain't. The birth certificate's on the one side, it's nothing to do with social services.
Yeah.
So you're both doing the right thing by not giving them.
And the thing is, O'Ailey won't speak to Dad anyway.
Don't blame them. Hang
Does-
on, I don't blame your dad by not talking, sorry.
Haley don't like Dad because Dad's always used to
Straight.
Dad's always clued up about everything. He will check everything
good.
to the letter.
So he should. He's got every right to be like that.
And this is what I said to Matt, right? Is when Kerasan was little, right? Obviously Joe the health visitor come in and made us sign paperwork that we didn't get to read properly. So this is why, like, Dad's being the way he is because of, at the time we thought it was one thing, but it wasn't. It was another.
Yeah, I got a question actually from Berger.
Go on.
Who told you about you can't leave a 16-year-old boy in a house on their own?
So sisters did.
Well, apparently they're wrong.
Alright.
Because, no, I'm not going to lie, Matt, don't think I am. It was just somebody overheard the live yesterday
Right.
and mentioned it to me and said that I am allowed to be left on my own because I'm 16. I don't do any cooking, and when I do cooking, I always make sure that I'm supervised. When mum and dad's not here, I only make myself a sandwich, and I'm thinking to myself, but at the end of the day, if you've burned down the house already once before, well, not burned it down, but caused a fire, you're more likely to do it again. And he goes, these are his words, not mine. I have spoken to my support officer, and they have said that I'm legally allowed to be in the house on my own. So I'm thinking, so you're basically calling people liars. And he went, yeah, I am. So I just said, okay, I'm just repeating, I'm just saying what I was told and blah, blah, blah. He goes, no, you're not telling me. I overheard the freaking conversation. I'm not giving you what I did. I'm thinking, okay, well,
So obviously then, if he's overheard it, that means that he was watching it then.
He's watching my life. Because Matthew comes through my life,
Yeah.
Leon heard it.
Oh, I wasn't hiding it from him. I was just
Because-
saying the
I
truth.
said that. I said we wasn't hiding nothing. Matthew came up with a question. He asked me about it, and I answered it. It's the same
Okay.
with the same situation with Craig. Craig asked me questions, and I answered it.
Because
But
I
with Leon,
Go on.
sorry, with Leon, he should have said in the chat, you shouldn't be talking about this. This is my business. And I'm thinking, but you were left in the house on your own. You're 16. You've caused a fire. You've stabbed yourself because there's nobody around. Well, I'm sorry. I'm 16 and I can do what I want. I'm thinking, okay, you do what you want then.
because what I was gonna say
Right.
was I've seen it. Sorry, Mark, for jumping in. Like I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't read it up. But on Facebook, they're saying after Easter the rules are changing. But like I said, it is been on Facebook, but I haven't read it. But they are
Yeah,
saying
but
that
it
the
is-
rules are being changed, relieving
Yeah,
kids
the
at all.
rules are being changed when it comes to the age of 16. But Matthew is right though in one sense. He was left in the house when he was 11 and younger. He was left in the house when he was 6.
This is what I'm saying. It's because
That's
he.
when, but that was when the first fire happened. The whole kitchen went up in flames. That's why they've had a remodel.
What was he cooking at 6 then to make it go
He put a pizza in the oven
right?
and he left he left a load of cardboard on the top of the cooker,
Right.
and as he turned the cooker on, he turned the wrong one on, and caused the whole fire. The whole kitchen was in flames.
Right. I understand now.
It was nothing to do with the pizza. Believe it or not, the pizza wasn't even cooked. He didn't even put the right wing on.
But why?
That's why when he comes to my place, I always make sure that I would be your Vicky cook, because I don't trust him.
But why was he putting the cooker on the ring to do a pizza where it should have been in the oven?
No. He put the food in the oven, but because he didn't know which one was the oven,
Right.
he accidentally put the hot rings on.
Right. I see.
But he was left, do you want to know what Sarah and Les was doing?
Bonking upstairs in the bedroom.
Wrong, no, actually no. This is the worst part of it all. They were overdue smoking dope. Another person was left in charge to look after Leon.
Kimberly or Jack?
No, it was, I think it was Isha, because Jack and Kimberly was over their dads at one point, because Sarah couldn't look after them. But no, I think Isha was the one who was looking after them, but Isha went out with her friends.
But how old was Isha?
I don't know, much older than what she is now, I think.
Right.
I think she must have been about 19.
Right.
No, she was
Okay.
younger than that. About 16, maybe 17.
See, no, that even though she's a teenager, that don't really give the thing to be left as like a babysitter. But then I was the same. I was looking after my cousins at that age, but I was more responsible.
Yeah, but I bet you were a bit more mature than fucking what
Leon
Isha
is.
was.
Yeah. But this is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, it is that if he was left at 6, he should have should have had social services at that age if he caused the fire
They
as
did.
well.
They did have social services, but because there was no evidence and nobody could prove anything, they got off scot-free.
Right.
Because Les put something across to me. He goes, at least my kids haven't been taken into care yet, or yours have.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not-
You said that the other week.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, our kids, yeah, but our kids wasn't taken off because of our faults. They were taken off because of other people's faults.
Yeah.
And he goes, but you still had your kids taken off it. I'm like,
The only reason why Les haven't had his kids taken from him out then is because Blaze Social Services, they got fucking idiots. They
yeah,
let her get away with murder.
Yeah, but they got Torvine cancer. Torvine, like Mark's got Torvine.
Yeah. The bloody the fucking bunch of idiots, I think.
no, I think we find that the social services that is with Les, is the same ones that you've got.
We got Blind and Gwent.
Yeah, they've got Blind and Gwent too.
How have they got Blind and Gwent? They should have Caerphilly.
It's Caerphilly they have. They're not with, they wouldn't have Blaenau Gwent because they got to be living in Blaenau Gwent to have them. Because it's a Blaenau Gwent area.
They would have
I
Caerphilly.
thought Blind and Gwent was...
Because I know they have got Blackwood Social Services over in Blackwood because I went to the Blackwood Social Services before. I was before I went and moved. Well, before I went and moved to Blaenau Gwent, I had to go over to Blackwood because my the key worker I was with, well, who took me over to basically to live with Chitty because of my other carers were being nasty to me. And I went over to Blackwood Social Services then because he worked there, he did. And so, because they didn't have anyone to take me over there, so they got him from Blackwood Social Services, so I know they got Blackwood Social Services in there. But
They might
it's,
be Blackwood. I know that they're not with Torvine.
It would be Caerphilly then.
it's Blackwood and somewhere else is all linked in with Caerphilly. And then from our house and all the way up to Brimau is all Blaenau Gwent. So it looks like Les was probably under Caerphilly.
Probably. But they're not under him no more.
No.
He's got a support worker now. because the reason why he's got a support worker is basically he's got nothing to do with what SSA has done. The reason why he's got one is because he went into college, he told college that he doesn't shower, he doesn't do nothing, he doesn't clean his room, his room's always messy, he's got shit all over the floor, and he tried killing himself.
Is that actually true though that he have tried killing himself, or is it just a cry for help?
No, he actually did try killing himself.
But he didn't
Yeah,
do it.
good job.
Sorry
He
to
didn't
take
do it, he
this
didn't
the
do a very
wrong
good job
way.
because he still did.
Yeah,
Be
that's what I was
careful
gonna
because I'm
say.
streaming.
And not just that,
I don't want Mark to get in trouble by him. Because I'm
What?
streaming.
Mark just said it himself.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. No, I just said I'd just be careful in case of anyone comes on my live streaming. Because I'm still streaming.
well, I won't mention more names, eh?
You can
But,
say whoever, just don't mention people's names then, just in case.
Alright. He basically, he took a lot of his mum's medication.
Right, okay.
But, before he took the
Check on
medication, he
my
went
stuff.
downstairs and told his mum and dad, I'm going to kill myself. So it's attention seeking.
Yeah, that's what I
He
was
didn't
gonna.
actually know if he was going to go through with it or not.
This is
Right.
what
So
I
his
was
mum
Makes
saying.
found him upstairs, sick, with vomit coming out of his mouth. And he was passed out.
He overdosed himself then.
Yeah, he did try killing himself because of he was being bullied in school and his mum and dad wouldn't do nothing.
But like I said, like I've been told, is whatever she's done from when she's a baby up until now, she's always gonna stay the same because it's installed in her brain. It's in stone, and you can't. It
Yeah.
takes forever to chip stone. That's how
I
we've
think
been told.
my own positive is that if kids are feeling like they are, they really should talk to people. This is why Leon does. This is why he talks to me more
Yeah,
than parents do. And this is probably why he thinks of me more of a father than his own father does.
yeah. It's because you're giving him the attention. It's the same as a certain person doing with our child, because she was giving her the attention, and she got her claws in her. Then she got taken out of our care, and then poisoned her even more. And then because her jar was full, then she went to the right person, and they acted on it.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's that 9 months she was up with her, we should have put her into foster care then. But like I said,
Yeah.
it was Matt let me make the decision, which we should have done it together, but it was the police officer that pulled my heartstrings and said, you really want your daughter in foster care? And
I should have fucking turned around
we
and
should
said,
have
yeah, I
said
do.
yes. But because it was the police that said that, and obviously I was so upset, I phoned
But the
Ginny.
thing is, if you could have coped and you could have done everything that they asked, would you have kept Girls on your name?
Nor with the seriousness of what she'd said.
So, because of what she said, that was one of the reasons why you had to put her in jail.
But that was after she was with Ginny Mike. That one come out with Dad.
It was because she made an allegation against me.
She kept making allegations against Matt
So
all
that's
the
why
time.
they took her away from us then.
That was kind of like Jack then. He made allegations against Les about touching him up in the shower, and it turned out that it was never true.
Because
But
one,
Les,
go on.
I will give Les his due. He has reassured Leon that the reason for what Kirasan was saying wasn't true. And he's reassured Leon that. And Leon has took it in his stride and said, okay, fair enough, I will say no more.
About what now? Calling Matt, beginning
Matt Beale.
with P. Right,
Yeah.
okay. So now he's taken that. Will he now drop war what happened in the car.
Well, he's dropped everything that's happened, but apparently he still doesn't want to be in the party with you.
Right, that's fine, that's his decision.
And I've said to them, well, the main thing is you've fucked up the courage and you said that you will forget about what's happened. And if he doesn't want to, and like you said, if he doesn't want to talk, if he doesn't want to be party with Matthew, then that's up to him.
Well,
But
yeah.
I'm not going to stop talking to you, Matt, just because Leon doesn't like it.
Mhm.
But
I'm
I
not
think-
gonna stop-
but I-
I'm not going to stop talking to Leon and hanging out with Leon just because you don't like it. You know what I mean?
I said, like I said, the only thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll go down and your Mark can talk in peace then, is I think he should have said that himself, come in a party, said that himself, and then gone out, not made you say it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if that's what has been done, at least it's forgotten, thought, and forgotten about.
At least it's under the bridge now.
Yeah. But at the end
It's
of the
like,
go on.
it's like whenever time I go on with Leon, the time I come off with Leon, I come and have food, then I jump straight with you, and then then there's no like criticism, is it?
No.
I'm splitting my time up. And then on a Sunday day, I normally just
Do your own thing.
by myself, do whatever I want to do, and then I haven't got to be in a party with anyone. But because Matthew didn't want to tie, he wanted to come in a party, which I've accepted, and that is absolutely fine. I don't mind doing that.
But like I said, the thing is though, obviously, Matt finds it easier to talk to you than type because of his spelling.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to go on fucking murder mystery because there's people on there that are pissed out of your spelling.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I spell the word you are as you are.
Yeah.
Or if I spell the word you,
Y-O-U.
I put the letter Y.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I forget, and when I'm spelling something, I'll miss out one letter, and they're like, no, this is how you spell it. And I'm like, stop bullying.
Yeah.
I spell it how I want to spell it. If you don't like it, leave the game.
Yeah.
But that's what the kids do.
Yep.
Nobody's got proper English these days.
No,
Right, I'm going downstairs now. I've had my rant.
you've had your wank.
Rant!
Oh, right. Do you know, I thought you said wank, eh?
Rant! Basically, I've had what I wanted to say, and I'm going down now because I've had my rant.
It sounds like Wankel.
It's
Yeah, it
Valley's
does.
talk, it is. It's
It's
Valley
what?
slang.
It's Valley slang.
Oh, Valley slang. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never really got that, did you, Matt?
No.
But no, at the end of the day, I've told Leon that he needs to forget about everything, and he's agreed on it, but he's still sticking to his guns with the one from the party.
Yeah, that's fine. It don't bother me anyway. As long as he drops everything,
I'll still
it's fine.
I'll still go in a party with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And I've told Leon that.
Let's see how much gold I made.
I'm at the front of my electric components are, like the wave table and all that, yeah?
Yeah.
Underneath the wash plant, and I'm just taking all the bits out from the front of the, like, all the stuff I've tried to, like,
I know.
dig out. And I've already made 57 ounces, 57.6 ounces of gold so far.
Nice. That's a fucking club full of
Ben, let me know when you're finished in the shower, I'll come and dry your hair for you. I have to try and get some so I get a front loader.
Our front loader is fucking shit. And I literally would say it's rubbish. That's why I haven't bothered to buy
The only
another
reason
one
why I
again.
need it is because so I can start doing the front of my my plot area.
Yeah. Do you know what I tend to do? I dig from, and like when I get so far to the bottom, then I can't reach it, then I go down with the tractor and then just dig all underneath and then clear it that way. Then sometimes it can be a little bit harder, but eventually you'll do it then. That's the way I've done it anyway.
All I'm going to do is save up the money so I can buy the front loader,
I know.
buy the rock loader and the excavator that I want. Oh my god, Cat, you fucking stink! We took a shit in the fucking litter tree and it fucking reeks.
You like the new cat litter machine they've just showed on one of these sites I watched?
Oh, I've seen it. It basically rolls around,
Yeah,
takes all the shit up and leaves all the litter. Yeah, I've seen it.
it looks really good. Probably expensive at the same time.
I'm going to turn my car from. Fucking far back. Well, nothing's broken on my machines yet, anyway.
Yeah,
Yet.
well that's good.
Oh, they will. Those fucking do.
In so many ways, I'm so glad my stuff won't break at all. It saves so much money then. I am not always constantly buying like parts all the bloody time. Or filling up all the time and then losing more gold then and money because I gotta constantly keep repairing everything. I know it's the name of the game and that's how it's supposed to be like, but I think they personally should, like, cause it's on normal, they should make it that the parts don't break so quickly. Like in real life they don't break that bloody sudden, they never have done. Cause when Parker and all the others, that when their stuff was breaking, it didn't break like all the time, it just broke after a while because of the wear and tear. But when you on this game, they basically run down in a matter of seconds. And I think sometimes it's fucking annoying. That's why I thought, well, sorry, I'll just use the mod menu. I don't care if I'm not playing the game properly, but I'm doing it, but I'm not cheating the game with the gold or the money because it's pointless. Because you're getting all that now anyway from the bloody ground.
Exactly.
Might take a long time, but in the end, you're doing it then. I've made 60, well, I don't know actually know yet till this is done now. I've done, I'll tell you now exactly how much gold I've actually processed in my second wash, well, the first washing I've done. Well, it looks like I have processed for gold. I've done around about 90 ounces of gold.
That's not bad at all.
And that's from the first cleanup.
It's from the first cleanup, is it?
Yep. Before the other cleanup of the with the 50 ounces, I well, after the first cleanup when I first went on the game, from last night I made 50 ounces, and then I've just worked out now from what, because I got 136 ounces, I made just over 90 odd ounces of gold just by doing the full clean out and digging all that out that area. So that's good, that's a good payout. So the only thing I can do now is I gotta go and melt all that gold now I got, to put into the bank ready to so when the bill comes out I'll have the money then to pay for it then. That was weird. My truck wouldn't start then. If you notice, right on the back of my truck, I got a hook on the back of my truck now. It looks awesome.
Does it?
Oh yeah, shit. So, if I keep digging like that every day now on the game days now, I should get up to because if I smelt the gold for 100 ounces and keep the 36 ounces, then I try and make about 130 ounces a day, and I keep the 30. It shouldn't take too long then to build up the money then to buy, like start buying the new stuff. Like the only what I worked out, the only 3 items I gotta really buy outright is the Greek rocker, the yellow one. I gotta buy that outright. That's like just over 200,000, and the rock truck is 300,000, I think it was, and the one rear belt system then as well, and then I've basically bought the whole thing outright then. And then the next goal then I'll be doing then is saving up to buy try and buy the plot out then at 600,000 then, because after I bought out everything, I won't need to worry about going in too much of a debt then.
Yeah.
And because the timer is on slow now, it should be not too bad.
Hopefully.
I'll have to set it for the lowest is, if I set it for 102.9 ounces, that'll take exactly 3 minutes to melt. So I just gotta wait now. And now I got 33 ounces of gold. That will cover me now to build up my gold collection. So every 100 ounce I get, if I melt that and just keep the rest, I can eventually keep building up the gold then every single time, and eventually then when I get to 1,000 ounces, that should cover for one part of the orange beast then, I hope, if I plan it right.
If you plan it right.
I really cannot wait for Gold Rush 2 to come out.
It'll be here soon.
Well, I don't actually know when it'll be out. I've been keeping an eye on the Discord for any information about it, but at the moment nothing is basically quiet on there.
Oh.
What they're really talking about is the leaderboard and that guy, when I messaged that message, right, about the gold in the game, someone did message back saying, yes, you can sell your gold.
Right.
So when we're mining, so when we're mining the gold, we can sell it then to make money, because you'll need the money to buy all the parts. I'm hoping that I'm going to try it, and just to see what happens. I'm going to see if I can use, even if I can't use like the fuel or anything like that, but I'm going to use 10 times shovel.
What?
The 10 times shovel.
Well, the mod.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can do it, and only if they don't find it, or find out they would know, and then if they don't, like, I won't use the one for the goal, because that's just way not fair on other players then. But with the shovel, it's basically, instead of having a regular shovel where you can only pick up a certain amount of mud, with the 10 times you actually get a full load of dirt then in one go. It's a lot easier to do it that way, because then no one will actually realise that you're using one then, because it looks like, basically, do you know when you use a mini tractor and you pour in the dirt into the hog pan,
Yeah.
right, and it takes a while to go down? Well, it's the same with a spade. When you dig one load and then you place it in there, it takes a while for it to go down. So even if you were using it, they wouldn't know that you were actually using it. And that's the way you would get probably in front of quite a few players on the table. And even if you got into in the top 200 or the top 300 players, at least you're on the leaderboard. Then you're not like last.
No. And then you got to be careful, and just in case that with the leaderboard they do have an anti-cheat system.
Oh yeah, they'd have it on there, but I don't think, even if I think they will check on to know like how they'll know if you're cheating or not, because your gold would be going up all the time, every single second. Then so say like I had 33 ounces now, and then a few minutes after then I had like 100,000 ounces then, or 2,000 ounces. They'll know then I am cheating then. But if you don't put no gold on you at all, and you only use a shovel, and maybe sometimes you can use unlimited fuel or whatever, but as long as you, like, because I'm streaming, they always notice, and what I tend to do is I walk around with a petrol can, pretending to fill up the machines then, I put them in, and then sometimes then they don't realise then what you're actually doing then, so it's not too bad then. But as long as you don't put no gold on your on your game, I don't think they'll realise that what you're doing. And it gives you a better chance then to get quite far into the game. What did I say on the board anyway, on the leaderboard? I had a red circle on it. Oh, it's just saying that thank you for your patience. People are taking part in no Frank challenge. So basically, that challenge is you can't use the Frankenstein Veerbelt system in the game. It's like sometimes they might say you can't use an excavator to dig the ground. You got to constantly keep digging it with a spade.
Right.
Some other people might say then you can only use a front loader, a rock truck, and a mini wash plant. You can't go and set up anything.
I won't be doing them challenges. The only challenges I'll be doing, and that is the challenge for the most gold.
Oh, that's fine.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh, my price for selling a 99.45 ounce is 121,000. So that's good. I got 154,000. They'll take six for one now.
The magnesium.
No. I'll get that anyway. It don't really make much of a difference. Anyway, the only thing it really helps you with is, well, basically just helps with melting your gold a little bit faster than taking like 15-20 odd minutes then to melt one bar then, and it takes a lot of percentage off you as well. But if I was going to use it, I'd only put in like, I know, but I'd do it when I'm like not streaming or anything, so no one all the viewers then can't see what I'm doing then. And then I'll probably add like, I know, 1,000 or 2,000, use it, pay for a new upgrade, and then leave it then for a while then, and then go back and do another bit then. If I want to try and get somewhere on the bloody leaderboard, you will find every way of doing it without getting caught or knowing that you're cheating. Test.
You can find on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
They give you discounts. They give you boosts.
Yeah.
They give you all sorts.
Oh yeah, I've seen the skill points on the spades. because you go around the map looking for spades.
Well, I
You
know
know.
where three of them are.
Yeah, but they always change them.
Yeah,
They-
obviously.
Yeah, they don't leave them where they are all the time. After each season, they get changed then to a different area. Then the 2 or 3 easier ones will always be at the same place, but the rest of them will be always constantly different, and they will never be like in the same place. Because if that was the case, everyone would be constantly having them then all the time, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But like, I only want to find other spades so I can get a new skin then for my shovel. It's a yellow and red one, I think it's supposed to be, and the skin you will have. But you'll get different types of rewards. I thought it was money, but it isn't actually money.
I didn't think that because
Is,
they were actually making money. Out of
Yeah,
it.
it's actually what you'll be actually earning will be like skins for, like say if you got a front loader or
Yes,
a thing, you'll get a nice skin for it, and it's not too bad. At least it'll make your tractors look nice.
But,
I only want to do it just to see how far we can get then, really.
yeah, it's not going to do it now. Right, Mark, I'll put Mark down a little bit, right?
Yeah, no,
I'll
it's-
do it. Right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. One cup of coffee as well, so I'll be right back in a few minutes. Hey guys, I'm back now. Thanks for being patient. Fucking hell. I'm joking. Oh, I'm getting charged. Let's charge my phone. Oh well. God, I wish I stopped calling so much. I got Colin Woodard then. I did not know she goes into prison. I thought it was so I wonder. So if I can get at least 100 grams of gold every day, I should be okay. I think what I might just do is save the game. And then I'm going to quit the game. Exit that now. So hey guys, I just want to say thank you all for watching my live streaming. Hopefully I'll do another one now tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon, and continue doing more Gold Rushing. It's been great. All my fans have been watching. I'm hoping now in the next in the next one now, we can get way more gold. So I appreciate everything. So I'm really happy. So I'm going to say good night to you all and see you all soon. And please like and subscribe to my channel. It'd be great, and it will help me out a lot.